are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
Off-play action. Covington. Able to get this to Gordon. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw on 3rd down, Covington, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
14.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Gordon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Melvin
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 42-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, Covington. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Smith-Schuster.
What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
And the Steeler first down.
Now Gordon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He could
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Buccaneers.
And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. An extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On first down, Covington. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Operating from the gun, Covington. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Covington, and he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Bucs' 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Covington going for the deep ball. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
To number 87. Touchdown.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
He was brought down by Bud Dupree. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Under 10.
On first down, Hurts. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A run for Nick Chubb. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And 12.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
For the Buccaneers.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Covington. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
First down, Steelers.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And that'll set them back 5. From the gun, Covington. They'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
First down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Off the play fake, Covington. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Off play action. Covington going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's just me and you.
Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted by the Steelers.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now Gordon on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Covington. He dumps this off underneath to McFarland. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Complete.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Looking to throw. Covington. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard line.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Hurts. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 57 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Throwing on 1st down. Covington. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Chubb on the
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They run it again with Chubb. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. N'Keal Harry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Steelers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Covington. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Operating from the gun, Covington. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, Covington going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again. Covington to the right side to Eric Ebron. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third and a few inches. McFarland running out of the gun. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
The ball carrier.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. From the gun, Covington. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looking to throw on second down. Covington. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Steelers 24, Buccaneers 21.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. Keeper took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy. And that'll bring up second down. And they'll run the option here with Hurts. He finds an opening past the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Gordon, the ball.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Third down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Steelers on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Covington. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They run it here with Gordon. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off the bootleg, Covington. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Final score, Steelers 31.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Pittsburgh, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.